Nah, that's not the race. Scrolling on IG, that's a game you play. Chasing likes, butts, and clout, what a waste of time. I teach my students how to rise and shine. Don't need a filter next to some model smile. Real connections are what's worth the while. Photogenic shots, yeah, they might look tight, but in the real world, they ain't got the bite. Forget the status game, throw that out the door. I'll teach you how to day game, watch your confidence soar. You think that showing clout will catch her eye, but it's the real you that'll make her sigh. Engineers, listen up, don't get caught in the trap, risking your job just to post a flashy snap. Too much pressure to impress, it's a hustle gone wrong, but I keep it real, my method's where you belong. Day game's the art, it's not about the show. Authenticity wins, let that energy flow.
Instagram closes are a waste of time for Daygame. Want to know what works instead? If you are spending months building a perfect Instagram profile, posting luxury clout status maxing, and getting dozens of follows from Daygame approaches, but still not getting laid, I've analyzed over 660 plus successful lays and polls from my Daygame students, and I can tell you right now, Instagram closes are the biggest waste of time in modern Daygame. My students simply don't use Instagram close-ins, designed for extroverted setup game farmers, not introverted Daygame hunters. Today, I'm going to reveal why 95% of guys are stuck in this failing strategy, and the exact frame that's getting my students laid within the first week of coaching for Daygame, even in 1 to 6 approaches that day. Here's a harsh truth about Daygame. Most guys are failing because they're chasing the wrong frame. They're trying to win with Instagram closes, farming for months to build fake status, and hoping women will choose them because of flashy DSLR photos or curated optics standing next to women. But here's the problem. Instagram closes don't work for Daygame if you are an introverted hunter with a job like an engineer, where you have a boss. They're built for extroverted farmers, not hunters. Farmers rely on slow, status maxing tactics like social media clout, exotic vacations, and pre-selection DSLR pics with women or optics to impress women. They believe that if they see you with other women, then you are pre-selected. Then she automatically flips a switch in her brain and she automatically likes you too. Hunters, on the other hand, thrive on precision and direct results from Daygame skills, without using Instagram closes, but same day lay like my students. They don't waste months farming for attention. They know how to close with just one approach. And the most effective hunters, they're not chasing high status frames or quick sex. They're dressing like the husband material frame, the ultimate camouflage or shortcut to skipping the line in Daygame. By dressing whitewash and husband material, here is why Instagram closes and status maxing don't work for Daygame. It is the crutch because if you take it away, then other dating coaches game before that won't work for Daygame. I say coaches because this is a more popular style that dozens of coaches uses, but it isn't Daygame if there are night game and social circle parties connected to it, kind of like Dan Bilzerian. Instagram closes rely on status maxing, where you're expected to display one or more of these 5 traits. Ethnicity hierarchy, being a preferred ethnicity in a certain region. Only Indians can raise their ethnicity points looking whitewashed or a different race, raising their 2 out of 10 perceived natural status to 4 out of 10. Or if you look black, then it's 8 out of 10. High status job, showing off as a DJ, club promoter, or someone with clout. High status lifestyle, posting luxury cars, expensive vacations, private jets, boats, or designer brands. Third world money status advantage, traveling to Latin America or Eastern Europe to flex wealth in photos. Doing this in a poor country with beautiful women. Exotic advantage, being a different ethnicity than the local population, which can seem unique in pictures and give you an extra point. If you don't have these traits, Instagram closes won't work for you. If you are broke, you might travel to 1 or 2 places, but not a ton of places. You won't have a high status job, and even if you do, they're not sustainable. 1. Building a fake lifestyle is exhausting. You'll spend hours curating DSLR photos. Faking pre-selection standing next to women doesn't mean you are inside them. Then trying to impress women who don't care. Even if you use AI-generated images of your lifestyle, and face, women can sense when your personality doesn't match your Instagram profile. 2. It's a huge time sink. Farming takes time, posting, networking, and maintaining an online persona. While you're busy with that, my students are getting laid with one approach using my proven as hunters. They drain their energy when they try to do these extroverted things. Getting them to stand next to a woman in pictures is already too difficult for them if they have no social skills and acts like zombies. 3. It's risky for introverts. Women can reject you based on one picture they don't like. If you don't have the clout, money, or extroverted personality to back it up, Instagram will expose you rather than help you. 4. It's not built for engineers or professionals. If you're an engineer, accountant, or someone with a stable job, you don't have the lifestyle to pull off high-status farming. Your co-workers will get jealous of you. They will rat you out to your boss and other co-workers, which will get them jealous. and get you fired. Unless you're an entrepreneur with time and freedom, farming tactics will only waste your energy. Most of my students aren't entrepreneurs. 5. Tariffs and inflation make it worse. Let's not forget the economic reality we're living in. Tariffs and inflation are making everything more expensive. Every day you waste on Instagram closes, you're falling further behind financially. You're spending money on DSLR cameras, photo shoots, and optics instead of investing in yourself, or even paying for nightclubs, bottle service for optics. And if a recession hits, it's game over. Your savings won't save you. Your opportunities will vanish, and you'll be stuck wondering why you didn't take action when you had the chance. Even if you've done it with AI and women can't tell, men can, will call you out on it. Why the husband material frame is the ultimate shortcut in Daygame. Most guys think they need to max out their status to succeed in Daygame. They think they need to be tall, white, rich, or have a high status job to compete. But here's the truth, you don't need to be any of those things. You just need to step into the husband material frame. Here's why most women want to get married. They might date 10 tall, white boyfriends in their lifetime, but what they really want is someone who fits the husband material image. When you adopt this frame, you skip the line. You bypass the ethnicity hierarchy, the high status optics, and the social media games because you're offering something they truly value. Here's how the 6 frames of dating break down. The fuckboy or same-day lay frame. Quick sex, no commitment. Then the boyfriend and girlfriend frame, using romantic flirts and alcohol to hard bedroom escalation tactics. Then the dreaded friend zone, social circle frame, hanging out with no sexual attention for months, kind of like a setup game. Then the best frame, the husband material frame, long-term value and financial stability. Then sugar daddy frame, money in exchange for attention or intimacy. But tall white self-proclaimed coaches claims they use it for lead gen without money. That's where they get their optics. High status frame, fame, wealth, or clout. If there is a nightclub component, that isn't Daygame. The husband material frame is the most powerful because it raises your survival value. It means you can take care of a family. By dressing like this, you signal long-term potential. You're not just another guy chasing quick sex. You're the man she can see herself marrying. And in today's competitive dating market, that's the ultimate advantage. Why most guys fail without the husband material frame. Here's why most guys are struggling in Daygame. 1. They're chasing the wrong frame. Most guys are stuck in the fuckboy or high-status frame, trying to impress women with quick sex or flashy optics. But these frames don't offer long-term value, so women lose interest quickly. 2. They don't look the part. If you're not dressing like husband material, you're blending in with every other guy with shitty Gen Z fashion. Or you are a benchoed Indian who looks super Bollywood washed and not whitewashed. But you tell me you are whitewashed, or you are Asian washed who looks like you are straight out of Wuhan. Women won't take you seriously unless you look polished and put together whitewashed and husband material fashion. 3. They're distracted by farming tactics. Instead of focusing on real-world skills like social skills, social calibrations, emotional control, and game, they're wasting time on Instagram farming. And when farming doesn't work, they quit Daygame altogether. 4. They quit too soon. Most guys give up on Daygame after a few months, thinking they'll come back to it later because there is an inflation and tariffs. But here's the reality. Most quit and turn mental for 10 years before trying again. By then, they've lost their momentum, their confidence, and their financial stability to invest in themselves. Not to mention they are much older than before. Don't let that be you. The solution? Why Elite Bundle 2 works for Daygame. Elite Bundle 2 is the solution to breaking free from Instagram traps and succeeding in real Daygame. It's not just a Daygame program, it's a system designed to transform your mindset, improve your social skills, and help you thrive in any economic condition. Here's how it works. 1. Focus on hitting 20 out of 35. The system evaluates your looks, money, status, social skills, social calibrations, emotional control, and game. Once you hit 20 out of 35, you don't need Instagram, clout, or a fake lifestyle to succeed. You're already over the line. 2. Use WhatsApp for follow-ups. Forget Instagram closes. WhatsApp keeps the interaction alive without distractions, reminding her of the real-life connection you built. It's like burning a DVD when you talk to her. Every second you talk, she is seeing how fast you talk, how your body language is like, fashion, social skills. My students don't get flaked on very often because their points from all the drills and practice are super high. She takes out that DVD when you text her and then she sees the pattern and flakes on you. 3. Become a hunter, not a farmer. Metaphorically speaking, of course. It's more of a strategy for dating. Farmers waste months cultivating a fake social circle or building an online persona. Hunters focus on precision, strategy, and results. My students don't farm, they hunt. You eat what you kill, so become a good hunter. hunter, metaphorically speaking, or be good at same-day lays. 4. Step into the husband material frame. Elite Bundle 2 teaches you how to adopt the husband material frame to skip the line in Daygame. By improving your appearance, social calibrations, and emotional control, you'll position yourself as the man she truly wants. Invest in yourself or stay a zombie forever. Let's get real, you're running out of time. Every single day you waste, you're falling further behind. Tariffs and inflation are destroying your future, and you're sitting there like a zombie, watching your money burn. Do you think your mental mindset will save you? Do you think sitting on your ass, worshipping DSLR coaches on Instagram, and blaming women for your failures is going to magically change your life? Standing next to women doesn't mean you are inside them. It's optics. Wake up. You're not a sheep. Stop acting like one. If you don't take action now, you're choosing to stay stuck. You're choosing to be a loser. Elite Bundle 2 isn't for sheep. It's not for zombies. It's not for lazy, uncoachable idiots who half-ass their lives and then cry about why they're not getting laid. This is for men who are ready to break free from the loser effect and dominate Daygame like my students are doing every single week. This isn't about confidence or vague promises. This is about getting laid, building real skills, and finally transforming your mental filters to stop being a victim. Here's what's going to happen if you don't act now. You'll keep blaming women, society, and inflation for your failures. You'll stay stuck in the mental loser loop, bitter and alone, while other men are out there living the life you want. You'll waste another year, another summer, another decade. By the time you're ready to try again, you'll be too old, too broke, and too full of regret to do anything about it. Do you want that? Do you want to look back on your life and realize you wasted your prime years? Or do you want to finally step up, take responsibility, and join the ranks of my students who are pulling same-day lays in 1 to 6 approaches, even if they're introverted? Stop worshipping DSLR coaches who stand next to women in pictures and pretend they're getting laid, which you don't see from open to sex from Daygame. It crutches the Instagram and it won't work without it. Stop following sheep advice from tall, self-proclaimed high lay count coaches who will just end there in fields in a cab for Daygame and call it a pull. Are you that much of a sheep? Are they having sex in the back of the cab? Why it is even called a pull? Do you have critical thinking? Are you a sheep? Like other unteachable case Latinos, worshipping white plausibility, but you don't see from open to sex? And stop lying to yourself. You already wasted half of March. What's next? Your entire summer, your whole year. Tariffs and inflation aren't going away. Prices are rising, and every day you wait, your money is worth less. If you're serious, join Elite Bundle 2. If you're not, kindly fuck off and go back to worshipping fake coaches.
John Elite, step to my beat. We talking Daygame, let's break down the streets, start flexing for likes. It's time to get real. Forget that status max and let me show you the deal. Scrolling through the gram, yeah, I see you thinking, posing with the models while your confidence is sinking. But let me tell you, that ain't how it's done. Daygame ain't a selfie, it's about having fun. Chasing likes, man, that ain't your goal. Getting numbers, real connections, that's how you roll. Engineers in the game got the smarts, but you hide. Worry about your clout, time to let go of your pride. No status game here, it's all about the flow. Real talk, real moves, let your confidence grow. Stop playing for the views, it's not the way to play. I'm John Elite, and I'm paving the way. Photo ops with queens, what's that gonna do? Empty shots in the night, man, it's all so untrue. You think you're making moves, but it's stressing your crew, while the real ones are out here breaking the glue. See, it takes too much work, all the filters and the fakes, but the golden connection, that's what it takes. Women want the vibe, not mess behind the screen. So step up to the game, be the realest you've seen. No status game here, it's all about the flow. Real talk, real moves, let your confidence grow. Stop playing for the views, it's not the way to play. I'm John Elite, and I'm paving the way. Listen, students, gather round, don't chase the clout. It's all about the vibe, that's what this game's about. High quality approach, low effort gets you far. Forget about the glamour, shine inside like a star. Drop the ego, drop the show, just be yourself. Real connections build more than anything on a shelf.